Right now, Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria was once again in the spotlight after controversially admitting that genetically modified organisms crops can lead to death. Kuria made the remarks while addressing traders on Thursday, November the 17th. The CS publicly stated that the 10 million duty-free GMO maize he allowed to be imported can be added to the list of causes of death here in Kenya.
You can see that even the rains that are going on are not to our satisfaction. We don't have good news for our, what you call MAM, March, April, May rains. As a government of Kenya, we cannot hide our heads in the sand anymore. We have taken two deliberate steps. One is that we have so many things that can kill us in this country. Being in this country, you are a candidate for death.
Being in this country.
Wow.
A candidate for death. First of all, shout out to my producer, GMO, OMG. Really? Ndenga. But yes, so if you are a Kenyan, if you are in this country, you're a candidate for death. Cindy.
Well, I'm just braiding my hair in shock because, you know, when you're a public figure, there are just some things that you do not say. I would implore Moses Kuria to take a leaf from Mutahi Kagwe. Things were very bad during COVID, but he was such a solid voice of reason.
He was.
That every time he came on, even though he was giving bad news, he would put it in a way that we felt, okay, we can take care of ourselves. It's not so bad. You can't blatantly say being in this country is a cause of death. How are we supposed to wake up in the morning and feel patriotic? Give the taxes that your government are urging Kenyans to pay, to be patriotic, to even as the diaspora to contribute to our GDP. How do we feel that when the image that you're giving is the food that you're going to import, that you're going to give our children, is going to kill us? That was very reckless.
It's like being in an ICU ward and the doctor comes and says, hey, hapa ni kama labda mtaanza tu kuchanga.
Imagine.
Huyu kweli. Bro, we utoboi. You know, you can't say that it's because the responsibility that has been given to you is taking care of us. It might be bad. Yes, you could be saying the truth that being born in this country is really a recipe for death. You start dying the moment you're born. But you are not the kind of person we expect to say it. It's like a pastor who's officiating a funeral and then they're like, who left the bucket there because Mwendazake kicked it? You can't make that kind of a joke in a funeral.
Yes.
Really, so, I feel like you wanted to make it now. I feel like you've been dying to make
No. So the thing is, true, things are not good.
Yes.
But you can't tell us that since things are not good, let's make them worse. Yes, we are consuming GMOs, and yes, you are trying to make a case for the GMOs.
But he has to look at it from a brighter side.
Yes, that they are not that harmful, that we should accept them, and you should continue
be like Bill Gates,
them.
say he's eaten it all his life, and look how he turned out.
No, even that argument wasn't very compelling to me. But I agree with what both of you have said. You never realize what you got till it's gone. Look at us saying, you know, Mutai Kagwe was our rock of strength. At that time, on Twitter, we were just like, oh, Mutai Kagwe. But look at us now. We're like, oh my God, we miss you. Absolutely, he's not the person to say it. It might be true, but it should not be coming from you. There's many other compelling cases you could have made for GMO, for GMO foods being allowed into the country. Yeah. That was not one of them.
That was not, as a leader, especially.
And especially when the juxtaposition is, we have been seeing pictures from the northeastern Kenya where cattle zinakufa, people are all
so he's like, sasa munataka to do?
Exactly. So
hakuna mvua, so wacha tukufe.
Wacha tukule GMO.
You know, it's like the way...
It also ties in GMO with death, which creates a very negative association, which is not necessarily the case. But now that's what people will be thinking. If you've said a million ways to die in Kenya and #1 is GMO, how are we not supposed to associate that with negativity?
It's like coming home and your parents are telling you, wasei ni kunoma. Hapa, ni kama kila mtu atajipanga. You as a child, you now start wondering, then if you are talking like that.
And you're the parents.
So what are people supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, how are we looking to you to give us solutions and you tell us, hiya?
You know, to some extent,
doesn't make it. We have to take a break, watch. We have to take a quick break. And the child that the parent is coming to tell is a 5-year-old, by the way. So where are you going to go? It's not that you're an adult who can move out and then now go and somehow make a life for themselves. What do you have to say about that, though? You who's watching right now, at The Trend Live is our handle. The hashtag is TTTT. I'd love to read some of your tweets when we get back. We're taking a short one. We will be back in a bit.